Hi guys, I'm Chewy and this is Cinnamon. Scarlet got a new fursuit and it's this amazing bird right here. Is there anything you'd like to say about yourself before we start?
I'm a bird.
Well, there you go. So we're doing the FurSquared Recap. We had an amazing time even though the hotel was under construction and things were a bit mixed up with everything going on. But this con is definitely going to be one to remember with all the interesting and odd stuff that happened there, especially considering so much happened Thursday. Um, a big thing that started was reg in rooms. As usual for a Thursday convention, you register for your get your badges and pick up all that, and then you go get your room. Well, each was really busy. I think it took us about an hour to get our room, including everybody else who you had to get in line. Then they tell you to wait 30 minutes, so you get back in line. By the time you get back there, it'd be 30 minutes. So, I mean, it's efficient, but not at the same time. Finally, we got a room. Luckily, it wasn't near the construction. We had a few friends who got unlucky and had to deal with all of that. And
The upstairs floors in the other wing looked like a crack house.
the room numbers were sharpied next to the door. I kind of found that funny because you can see that they messed up the numbers quite a few times before they actually got them right. Um, But really, besides that, the rooms were all nice. It's just the hallways kind of looked like you're entering a half-constructed hotel. Registration was kind of we had to sidewind through some rooms and stuff. They didn't have a line properly set up outside of the room. Like inside the room, they had a great line set up, but I don't think they were expecting a longer line than that because it ended up causing trouble. Uh, you ended up getting drunk during that.
Yeah, one of our friends made us a drink because we were waiting in line to get our room. And he ended up making the drink really strong, and I drank quite a bit of it. So going through the Reds line, I was pretty inebriated,
It was really funny. And
and I didn't want to stand in line. And I found out that if I upgraded my reg to super sponsor, I wouldn't have to stand in line. So in my um, compromised state, I decided, hey, it's worth it to be super sponsor. So I crawled underneath like the little dividing ropes or whatever, and I super sponsored because why not? I guess I don't know.
I
It
mean,
was still fun. I got a T-shirt and stuff. So
the T-shirt this year was actually really cool. They went for a lot more artistic and less like explodey imagery. They had just a really nice little thing in the front and then like a maze that looked like a dragon in the back. I thought it was really neat looking. And then we got FurSquared beer steins and these little nice wine glasses. So
we should have showed those.
we should have, but we're not. Yeah,
Mm,
there's the little glass at least. The beer steins, it looks like a beer stein with the same logo on it.
I think you could see the logo. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
But besides that, really the first day, did we suit around at all?
Yeah, I suited up as
Yeah.
the Berber.
And then I suited up as Shadow. And really, that was just hanging out with people because a lot of that con on the first day, there's not much happening. I think we went to Mystery Science Theater and that was about it. And oh my God, was that movie unwatchable? A crowd-funded or a fantasy movie, even
It's
with
called like
some
Mythica or something.
Mythica, and we watched like the second one. And you couldn't make sense of it even if we weren't being entertained by them getting drunk. Honestly, people were getting bored even with that just because of how bad that movie was. Um, but really, yeah, Thursday was a super chill day. Friday is when it really kicked off. Let's see, what started Friday? We of course they had the free brunch. Brunch is really great there. I heard
Technically breakfast, but because we wake up so late, it's kind of brunch.
for everyone it's pretty much brunch. Uh, Only downside that I heard about the breakfast was that the eggs may have given people food poisoning on
That was
Sunday.
last year.
This year I heard it happened too.
Oh, I didn't have any issues with the eggs.
Really, I heard on Sunday people got food poisoning from it.
They're probably just already sick because con crud.
Yeah, con crud is really bad this year due to the fact of the flu. So staying in suit is a very good way to avoid getting sick because you have a automatic face protection. But what did we do Friday? I actually forget.
Suited. We did
Suited.
that.
There was opening ceremonies where I waved around the Kalerati flag, and because I, of course, will cause havoc at any chance that I can, and I did a very good job at it this year. There was quite a few things we did, but those will happen in the other days. The others in an artist alley were interesting as usual. Not too big because the con space isn't that large, but really nice.
I bought a new collar.
Yeah, she got a new collar from
Paw
Star.
Their stuff is awesome. You guys should check it out. I'm just saying.
Spots are awesome. Okay. I'm trying to remember what events did they host because Furry Feud was Saturday, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I should really check the schedule.
Whatever.
I know we did. Me and Wolfletech went and did a ton of games that day. There were a lot of party games where essentially I played the entire group to win, which was quite entertaining. Oh yeah, there's Pyramid, which you stopped in for a few minutes.
I just stopped in to show you my loot, but
Yeah.
then left.
Which was essentially Pandez and the guest of honor Furry Bob were sitting up front, and then you go up with against another person, and you compete with one of the guests of honor or Pandez to essentially work your way up, and you have to explain to them what it is, and they have to guess it without you like directly saying what it is.
It's kind of like Password.
Yeah, it's essentially Password except Pyramid, where there's multiple levels of it. And then after that was that party game. It was like it's 2 rooms and a boom, which was essentially one guy's the president, one guy's the bomb. Teams have to work against each other to get them both together by discovering who's who. After that, I don't think we went to really any more good panels that day.
I went to the dance. It was pretty fun. It was Fur. He was playing requests, so it was a lot of good music. I danced around. I know we also had Sisu board game.
Oh yeah, Sis's board game, which that was something that was interesting. So a friend of ours made a board game featuring a bunch of our characters that they just made up. Well, kind of intoxicated.
They weren't intoxicated. They just
was
weird.
It felt like it was made intoxicated. I'm pretty sure Per was, but there's a lot of odd, funny cards that you had to do. And I think at one point, Hotel was like, "What the hell are you guys doing?" Because the one guy came and looked in on us and then left real fast. But then after that, I went and recorded a video down in the weightlifting room while she was at the dance. And you'll hopefully be seeing that on the channel in a week or two when it's all edited out and stuff because we had to film like 3 or 4 different shots for each thing because we wanted to do something really heavily edited and interesting. So look out for that soon. But then after that, yeah, we went and passed the hell out because it was like 2 a.m. at that point. I'm pretty sure you were in the room already, just chilling.
Yeah, I think I went and hung out with Sisu in their room for a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's why I went to go try to find you and you were up there. Yeah. Friday was pretty chill. Saturday's when it usually picks up anyways at that con. It's a party con, so it's a bit more hanging out with people than panels, but the panels are still super fun.
I had to go play in boxes as Scarlet
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Saturday was the Cats and Boxes panel. She was doing that while I was at Furry Feud, or not Furry Feud, Whose Line? And that was entertaining as always. I got a plushie made by Sema and her boyfriend. Well, I think her boyfriend made it, but she
I
helped the
thought that was
commission.
her husband.
Husband, yes, husband. And it's super adorable, and it'll be featured in some of the videos coming up as my sidekick. And then moving on to the next day, we same as usual brunch. We missed Saturday morning cartoons and the yoga we wanted to do because we slept in. I think the first thing we really did was Furry Feud, wasn't it?
I have no idea. All the days run together at conventions.
It's essentially trying to piece together what we remember. But we did Furry Feud with Fletcher and I think was it Gozy?
I have no idea who the other guy was.
It was somebody who was related to him in some way, shape, or form. But we ended up winning the first round. Then two other teams went up and competed, and then one of them won. Then we went back up and we beat them. And then we had to do a what is it called? A cash for cash thing?
Yeah, fast cash.
Fast cash. And Fletcher got most of the money for us already. We were up to like 170 when I got up. And then I won the rest of it for us, and we all got free membership to next year's FurCon. So we're super happy about that because now we just got to pay for the super sponsor.
Because we're trash and super sponsored. Because we love this frickin' furry convention.
This is probably my favorite con out there just because I know most of the staff in some way, shape, or form. They're all really great people. And there's not one panel you can go to where you won't be laughing at some point over some horrible, horrible joke. That charity auction was until the next day. You went to the dance comp, didn't you?
Yeah, I watched the dance comp. It was cool. We didn't participate. We were planning to, but it didn't really pan out. So
we'll be doing something for furry migration since we'll have 7 months of planning time and practice. We were getting something, but we didn't have enough time to get it all together. We were getting close to having it ready, but not enough time.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I went to Boozy Badger story time. Lawyer horror stories are very entertaining because you get a lot of dumb people doing dumb things, and it's something you really don't get to hear a lot about when you're in like the furry fandom stuff because those people usually just stick to Twitter. After that, did you go to Con Horror Stories or yeah, Con Horror Stories?
I popped into there for a little bit.
Because I remember you went to that and I missed it. Let's see.
Oh, the Pepper and Fox concert. That was really awesome.
Yeah,
it was a really good concert. I ate terrible durian candy.
I heard about that. That the candy was really bad. I was able to stop in for a little bit of it. Sadly, I missed a bunch of it because we were trying to get ready in the room, and Wolfeltech couldn't find most of his stuff. Which I then went over and found it under his bed in like 20 seconds. I'm used to losing things under the bed. I guess that's usually the first place I'll look. But after that, there was the Saturday dance. Did we stop in at that at all? I don't think we did.
No, we didn't. We just hung out with friends.
Yeah, I think we hung out in people's rooms and partied pretty much for most of it and just chatted around. Sunday, then we had we pretty much perused all the stuff again.
Yeah, made sure there wasn't anything cool we missed at the dealer's den.
I commissioned a badge from somebody. I convinced a friend to do $1 sketches of your character as a stick figure, which a lot of people started buying, and it was funny because he was getting mad at me because all of a sudden he had to do work because he just jokingly signed up to do the artist alley. So it was like, he kept calling me his business manager and made him $20 or something. And I was just doing jokes the whole time for fun. And then we had the charity auction, which Wolf and I went and sold the 3 flags that we had made, which, oh God.
What was it? The Kalerati, the Church of Adam, and then an Alkali flag with just his face. Alkali's the con chairman. And it was just his face pointing, and then his hand pointing, and then somebody photoshopped a picture of Kale. And that flag sold for $500.
All 3 of them sold for $500 together. We were actually kind of impressed because there's a 20 item limit on the charity auction, and I was able to weasel my way in to get ours as a 21st. But it really worked out because $500 was a lot. Because in total, the total donations was 2,100 or 21,000.
Yeah, $21,000 was raised by FurSquared this year.
towards the Humane Society of Wisconsin. So
Pause.
yeah, Hawes. So that was super good. That's a lot more than last year. I think by I think like $3,000 or $4,000. And then there was the fursuit parade. Oh,
That was on Saturday.
yeah, I forgot to talk. The fursuit parade. It was kind of funny because my family actually came for that one. My mom and my two younger brothers decided to come and watch it, and they were thoroughly entertained by it. They like the realistic ones a lot more. So my mom likes the ones that people usually like the most. She might be a furry. You never know. I'm pretty
She's
sure
just
my
a housewife, kind of. I mean, she's a dentist.
she's a dentist. Yeah, but acts like a housewife. My brother, though, definitely is. He wants to go next year, which I'm probably going to take him because he'll be old enough for what to sign the waivers to be able to go. So we're probably going to bring him and then maybe her sister if she wants to go again to another con. Yeah. Overall, the con was really fun, but really different from last year's. It kind of felt really different. I'm not sure why, but everything just felt kind of tilted slightly. It was really fun though. I quite enjoyed it. Um, People were buying mannequins from Sears and drawing on them. I'm pretty sure most of the furries bought all of Sears mannequins because it was going out of sale. And that was really weird, but also very entertaining to have random mannequins strewn around the hotel that it were drawn on and stuff. It's probably the funniest ways possible. I think that's really it. The con was pretty chill, but really fun. It's the reason it's always my favorite con of the year to go to. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Thanks for watching. If you like what we talk about, please like, favorite, subscribe. If there's anything you want to talk about, comment down in the comments below. I usually reply to everybody, so if there's anything you want to chat about, I'm right there. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Squawk.